Hello, everyone. It's time for Vanishing Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 413, season 17. Today's date is March 4th, 2025. And welcome to the show. On today's program, I'm going to talk about, I believe I discussed this before. These are Salerno cookies, not the butter ones, the other ones. Because first of all, Salerno butter cookies are the best. They were the best. They're still around, but they're not the same. But there were others, other flavors they made, and I'm going to talk about my favorites of those and my memories of that. Also, I'm going to read off another menu from the Bananas Steakhouse that was located at 94th Street and Cicero Avenue in Oak Lawn. So I found this is courtesy of the Oak Lawn Public Library. I go there all the time. So before I get started, we're going to go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Perk Floor and Wax Cleaner. And this commercial is from 1981. I could be wrong. So I'm going to double check real quickly. No, it's 1983. Excuse me. Yeah, this is from 1983. I remember this product very well. I used to see this in commercials during prime time and, daytime. We get the idea. Okay, so sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the show, folks. Thank you.
Make it sparkle, make it shine. Perk it up, make it glitter, make it glow.
Oh!
Perk it up, perk up your no-wax floor with Perk.
Perk was made to clean and shine no-wax floors with a special no-wax formula that just won't build up, no matter how often you use it.
So make it sparkle, make it shine. Perk it up, make it glitter, make it glow. Perk up your no-wax floor with Perk.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Perk Floor and Wax Cleaner. I remember this product very well, like I said before. Sorry. That was around in the 80s. Remember the commercials? And I used to see this in stores, when I went shopping with my mom. I don't know when it went away. Probably maybe late 80s, early 90s, something like that. During that time of the golden age of television, you see commercials compete with each other, with floor cleaners. Like, for example, there was Future. Remember that? Mop and Glow. Of course, there's Pine Sol, Mr. Clean. You get the idea. In the 60s, it was Clear, spelled with a K. I remember that. I found a vintage bottle on eBay for sale. Who want to buy that? That's bizarre. Okay. So at the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about the Salerno cookies that were very popular and my memories of that besides butter cookies. And also I'll read off a menu from the Bananas Steakhouse that was located in Oak Lawn, Illinois. Before I get started, I want to mention a few things quickly. When I did last Sunday's podcast, I misspoke. I said the year 2024, and it was not. It's 2025. Someone from YouTube pointed that out for me, and I said, thank you. It's a habit of mine. Like in the beginning of the year, I'm still stuck at the previous year. I don't know why I do that. I do that when I write checks. Does anyone write checks anymore? Some people do. I do from time to time. So I've always put 20, like, for example, today's date, March, 3/4/24. It's not 24, it's 25. Like that. So I apologize again. Second, I'm going to go to the hospital tomorrow. I'm having this procedure again. This is stretching the scar tissue around the prostate area. What's different about this is it's not my regular urologist who will perform the surgery. It's another one. I met him about a few weeks ago, and he's going to try some new drug that maybe this will last long and I don't have to come back and have this done again, because it's annoying, because my other urologist says this happens all the time when you have prostate surgery, because there's scar. They also mentioned I could get operated to have the scar tissue removed, but it's very tricky. So we'll see what happens. So he's going to try the new drug and see how respond to that. I have to wear a catheter. Again, I don't like it. It's just for a couple of days. So that's good. I can handle that. And then I'll be okay. And then my next chemo fusion will be March 18th. I will only have one this month because it's go every 3 weeks. And so in April, I'll have 2, I think so. And May, probably 2. And I'll be done by June. So I'll probably I'm halfway there. We'll see how he responds. My oncologist does not take the PSA because he says it's too early. So we got to wait to see. It'll take time. Also, I want to mention the last thing. When you have a friend that does something that you find a little disturbing, or like when it comes to their health, or they're doing something you don't approve, you feel like you want to reach out and tell them, stop it. You're hurting yourself. Don't do that. That happened to a friend of mine a couple of years ago. We got reunited. I've told this story before. We reunited, and he was doing something with his diet and all that. And the funny thing, he was smoking. That doesn't help. And I asked him, did you ask your doctor to start this program? And he said, no. And I said, oh, no, you should have. You should have done that. But he refused. He wanted to lose weight. But that's not the way to do it. And so he worked out, and that's fine. And but when he went out to lunch with me, he ate very well. Thank goodness. Yeah, he was a good eater. But then he suffered like pains and weak, and he looked kind of pale. His skin didn't look good. And I go, what's the matter with you? Well, you got to go see a doctor. I don't know if he did. In November, 2023, that's the last time I talked to him. It was right before Thanksgiving. He texted me and said, we'll get together soon. And I said, okay. And he says, I'm not feeling well. And I said, go to the doctor, go see. Okay. And that was the last I heard from him. And he died in June 2024. That was 6 months. I figured, because he was traveling all the time, and, I didn't want to bother him. So, and he didn't respond to my texts right away. So when I heard, I was devastated. I wanted to help him, and I couldn't. So sometimes when you see people that do this to themselves, what are you supposed to do? They probably think it's none of your business. This is my life. I will do this. But as a friend, you want to reach out and help them. I didn't. So I've had this guilt for a long time. And I still miss him to this day. I really do. And I hope I don't lose other people. Not my age. It's rough like that. So my advice is if you have a friend who's hurting, or, reach out to them, talk to them, save them. Believe me, it'll do the world good. And one last thing, this week, we have 2 birthdays. One is for my brother Bill. He's going to turn 60. That's on Thursday. And tomorrow is my mom's birthday. She'll be 90. Oh, my God. We're going to have a double celebration Thursday. It'll be nice. We'll have a cake. We'll probably order a pizza. It'll be fun. It's going to be a nice time. Okay. Right now, I'm going to talk about Salerno Cookies. Not the butter cookies, the other cookies. So, So besides butter cookies, they also made, let's see, on top of my head, they made the Bonnie shortbread. They were their square ones, with that design. When I was a kid, my mom bought those. They came in a yellow box, and it was like triangles like that. And I used to chew off the triangles on each corner like that to eat, and there was like in the middle. Also, I dunked them in milk, sometimes two. So I did that, and those were my favorites. My favorite ones is Royal Stripes. Keebler makes fudge stripes. They're not the same. I don't know what it is. They're good, but Royal Stripes were awesome. They were delicious. They were richer, more sweeter. Not too sweet, but they were good. They were wonderful. I love those a lot. Also, there was the vanilla wafers, much better than Nilla wafers from Nabisco, but they were a little bigger. And they came in a red box like that. My mom bought those as well. She bought all the cookies, She bought different ones. The other one was chocolate chips. Oh, they were good. They were much better than Chips Ahoy. And they came in a kind of a not tan, like a light brown box like that. And when she bought chocolate chips, I used to dunk them in milk as well, and they were great. They were wonderful like that. Another favorite for most people was coconut bars. She didn't really buy coconut bars. I like coconut, I really do, but she didn't buy that much. And according to most people that grew up, they were the best. They were wonderful. They were wonderful. You dunk in milk or you have coffee. Well, not dunk them in coffee. I don't know. But they were awesome. They were like that. So over the years, when I grew up, I used to see them on display at Jewel or National or Hilo Foods, Dominic's. Used to have them on sale like that. Of course, the butter cookies were there as well. And then they changed packaging, but the ones that were iconic were like in the late 60s and early 70s, and Salerno had that big red banner, or sometimes it was white. Like that. And they advertised on television too. More flavors came later, like for example, Royal Grams. There was called Astro Cream. There was like sandwich cookies. They had that. They also made ginger snaps and oyster crackers, if you like them in soup. So now all the flavors are gone. Except they have just butter cookies. And like I said, they're not the same. They don't make them here anymore. Also, they have the jingles. My mother never bought the jingles, really, when I was a kid. But they were great for Christmas time. And I've had a few, but they make those. And I think they make almond crescent, I think. I'm not sure about that. Of course, Salerno made sandwich cookies too. Chocolate, vanilla, and all that stuff. I can think of others, but I can't right now. But the ones that I mentioned, the Bonnie shortbread, the vanilla wafers, the chocolate chip, those were great. Oh, coconut, and that. So I wish they would come back. I really would love to see that, but I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Let's see what else. Did I miss one? No, I did not miss one. Okay. Right now, I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, I'm going to talk about Bananas Steakhouse that was located in Oak Lawn. Okay, so sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the show, folks. Thank you. Okay, everyone, I am back. Just took a quick break, and right now I'm going to talk about Bananas Steakhouse. Now, this was located at 9401 South Cicero Avenue in Oak Lawn, Illinois. It was well known in the Oak Lawn community for many years. What I know about it, it opened in 1957, 58, late 50s. I forgot the owner's name. But during the 60s and the 70s, that was a very hot spot. My church, they had like luncheons there or like parties. Not just St. Constantine and Helen, where I go, but by St. Nicholas, that's nearby. Probably had it as well. And also people went there for brunch, lunch, and even dinner. And I don't know where they got the name Bananas. The word for that. I had no clue. I wish I did. And it was there for a long time. And then I think it closed maybe during the 80s. And then it became Papacino's, I think. That's the name of the place. And then it's gone. They tore it down. And right now it's a bank. So I pass by there frequently. And I see that. And then when I pass by, I go, oh, that's Bananas Steakhouse. So that's a shame. A lot of good restaurants leave Oakland, but we still have good ones here. Palermo's is still there. Phil's Pizza's there. We had the Brandon Iron that was west of Pulaski. Oh, we missed that place so much with the ribs and the donut holes. Yeah, maybe someday I'll find a menu for that. That'd be kind of fun. All right, so. Right now, I'm going to read a menu from the Bananas Steakhouse. It's not very long, so it'll be very quick. So let's see. On the front of the menu is the Bananas Steakhouse. It's they had prime steaks, chops, and seafood. That's good. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. A little trouble. Okay. For appetizers, they had jump shrimp cocktail supreme, blue points on a half shell have been seasoned, Bismarck herring with sour cream. Also, if you want chilled or grapefruit juice, a tropical fruit salad, an imported anchovy canopy. Okay, if you like anchovies. They also had soups. They had soup of the day, served piping hot with warm crackers. Oh, the crackers are warm. Oh, that's good. You can have a cup or a bowl. They also had French onion soup. A lot of people love that with cheese croutons. They had cocktails. I'm trying to find that weird cocktail they had. They had grasshopper, daiquiri, Dubonnet, brandy Alexander, stuff like that. Martinis. They had imported and domestic champagnes. They had that. Scotches. They had Hagen Hay, Johnny Walker, Cuddy Sark. You name it. After dinner cocktails, they had B&B, Stinger, imported brandy, Drambuie, like that. Beer, they had domestic, imported. They had ale. For the kiddies menu, they had fried chicken. Also, lamb chop, pork chop, and ground sirloin patty. And served with potatoes or applesauce or vegetable or milk and ice cream. They had a kiddie cocktail, too. Late evening suggestions, they had this served after 9:30. Okay, they had beef tenderloin tips, chicken tetrazzini. I like chicken tetrazzini, but I don't like the mushrooms in it. No. Also, fresh chicken livers. People like liver. I like liver too. Spaghetti, all-American ham and eggs, and chicken a la king. Well, you don't know what you don't know about chicken a la king. That's served with fresh mushrooms on toast or in casserole, and you have a tossed salad. Sandwiches, they had the banana special. That's general slices of breast of turkey, crisp bacon, sliced tomatoes, hard-boiled egg, fresh lettuce, Thousand Island dressing, on trim white rye or whole wheat bread. Okay. The other one they called the Ambassador. That's Swiss cheese, baked sugar, cured ham, fresh lettuce, hard-boiled egg, pimento strips, and potato salad on rye bread. The pump room was chopped sirloin steak, grilled Bermuda onion, French fried potatoes, sliced tomatoes, and pickled rings on a toast. They also had prime ribs of beef, served with whipped potatoes or chef salad if you want. Broiled beef tenderloin steak sandwich, served with french fries. They had a chicken club sandwich, baked ham with Swiss, Western, sliced chicken, Swiss cheese, or BLT. Okay. All right, and then we got the second page. Here we go. They had pan-fried broiled chicken. It's disjointed, served with potatoes or salad. They had prime ribs of beef, extra cut with bone. That cost, this was $3.50, then it's like a quarter more. With baked Idaho or mash or French fried potatoes, whatever dressing. Barbecue back ribs. They were hickory flavored. Filet mignon on brochet. It's like a filet mignon cuts with green peppers, fresh tomatoes, mushrooms. On a skewer, served with rice, chef salad bowl, or a choice of dressing. Okay. You know what they had? They mentioned this in the menu, like how would you want your steak? Do you want it rare, medium, well, or well done, So you have to inquire like that. Brief steak and chops. They had broiled prime T-bone steak, broiled prime New York cut, and it's boneless. Broiled Bananas special New York cut prime steak. Prime filet mignon, prime butt sirloin steak, that's a chef special, prime filet of beef with chopped and broiled in casserole with mushrooms, if you like that. 2 center cut pork chops, broiled with apple rings. 2 broiled spring lamb chops with strip of bacon and mint jelly. I never had mint jelly. I've had lamb, but not with that. And whole pork tenderloin split with glazed apple rings. Okay. For seafood, they had broiled jumbo Maine lobster tail, drawn butter, jumbo New Orleans French fried shrimp, broiled boneless Florida red snapper, served with lemon or butter, Louisiana frog legs. They did serve frog legs there, served with butter, and twin Maine lobster tail with drawn butter. Not a big seafood fan, but, lobster I like. The last page of the menu said they had smorgasbord, lunch every day. So you know what a smorgasbord is. And dinner only Tuesdays and Fridays. And they had banquet, they did a banquet facility. So if you want to rent for a party, go ahead and do that. Their lounge was called the Tropical Lounge, like that. There are pictures of Bananas Steakhouse, even inside and outside on the internet. There's matchbooks. You can find them on eBay. You can do a Google search. You will find those. Okay. So that was fun. Yeah, that was fun like that. So I do miss this place. I went once. Just once. I went to a party. Not a party. Yeah, like a luncheon. Yeah, I went to a luncheon and the food was good, like that. My mother went there about 2 or 3 times. They had like a PTA meeting or something, like a women's club meeting or something like that. And, they went to the Bananas Steakhouse. It was convenient. The food was good. The people were very nice. I wish it would come back, but it won't. Sorry. Okay. So that's it for this show. We'll talk. Let me recap of what I've talked about during this program. I talked about the Salerno Cookies, my favorite memories of those, not butter cookies. I still love them. Like my 4 favorite were Bonnie shortbread, vanilla wafers, chocolate chip, and I think the other one is coconut. Also, I read off a menu from the Bananas Steakhouse that was located at 9401 South Cicero Avenue in Okolona, Illinois. Okay. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just nervous. Okay. This podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are available. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Breaker, Overcast. If you have these apps on your phone or your tablet, just tap on them, tap follow. You'll receive a notification of the latest episode. You can listen to previous episodes if you like. Also, it will be shared on my blog, www.vanishchicagoland.blog. Click on the link. It'll take it right there to the latest episode. You can follow Vanishing Chicagoland blog if you like. You can do that. Also, be sure to my YouTube channel. Again and again, people ask me, where do I find your podcast? Where do I find your podcast? So I always send them the link. And I also tell them, go to YouTube, type in Vanishing Chicagoland Stories, the podcast, or my name, Pete Costanis. You will find it. Click subscribe. You will receive a notification of the latest episode. Also, listen to previous episodes if you like. They're all there. You know, like I say, you will receive a notification on your phone or your tablet. You can do this on a desktop. You can, if you have CarPlay in your car, I try to get mine. It's a little hard. I'm going to figure this out. You can listen in your car. Yeah, listen on Spotify. You can do that. Or if you have streaming on your TV, you can listen to a podcast. If you have Spotify, you can just, at the convenience of your home, and you can just lie down and listen. Also, be sure to have my social media accounts, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah, I'm on the talk. So it's fun. Okay, so that's it. I will probably do another podcast this weekend. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going for my surgery, so I'm going to time to recover. And I'll also think about what I'll talk about next. Okay. So this is Pete Costanis, your host for Vanishing Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. It's a nice Tuesday, kind of cloudy. So I'm just going to relax. So here's bye-bye for me, and here's a little traveling music from our favorite person in the whole wide world, Ray Rayner, saying bye-bye-bye. Take care, everyone, and so long.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.